Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back in with another video, and for today's video I'm going to be reviewing the QCY H3 headphones. And for me, when it comes to headphones, at least my personal opinion, I view Sony as the standard, right? Like the quality that they have and the audio quality as well is something that is out of this world by my standards. And the way I like to compare headphones now is really, do they stand up or even compare to that level when it comes to just the quality and everything else that they have to offer? Right now, the companies that do make headphones are trying to compete and making budget headphones, or either going for extremely lengthy battery lives. They offer a whole host of things just to try and make them competitive in the market. Now, these headphones, there's a lot of things that shocked me in just how the headphones feel, the comfort, and as well as the audio quality in the ways that it performs. But before I get into all of that, just make sure you subscribe just so you can stay tuned for more videos like this in the future and other headphones review. So first things first with these headphones, and the thing I always like to start with is the build quality. Now with these headphones, they feel so very comfortable, and that's one of my things I like to judge when it comes to headphones, because comfort for me goes a long way. The more comfortable they are, the more I'm willing to put the headphones on, and the more it just feels better, right? Like, you don't want to put headphones that are just going to feel obnoxious, and it's just going to make your whole experience lousy. With these headphones, the memory foam is insane. It feels so good, and just thinking the fact that these are not even like high-end headphones when it comes to price point that you can get them for. These headphones are insane. The headrest as well, also the memory foam. It just feels like you're putting on a pillow on your head, which for me is one of the most important part, especially for headphones. Any brand of headphones, doesn't matter if it's a budget company, doesn't matter if it's Sony, Apple, whatever. When it comes to the comfort, for me, this one of the things that I always recommend people to look out for is always check to see if the quality is going to be comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, then more often than not, about halfway through using the lifespan of the headphones, you're gonna get sick of them just because they don't feel good. These headphones, the build quality is amazing. I really love them. Like, just everything, the way they built, the memory foam, the ear cushions, phenomenal. And I would definitely recommend these headphones to anybody just based off the build quality. And as well, you can extend the headphones, of course, if you want to adjust them to fit on your head. You know, some of us have bigger heads than other people. And one of the things actually I do like is the fact that you can also fold the headphones if you want to pack more weight. Now, the one thing is they didn't include a bag that you could put the headphones in, or a case that you could put the headphone in if you want to carry it around or transport it. So it's good that you can fold it, but they didn't include a bag, so you'd have to either make space for yourself. But at the same time, since you can fold it, like, it will give you an opportunity to at least not really need that much space, but just enough space where it feels minimal that you can at least put it in your backpack. And moving on to the controls of these headphones, one thing I really like is the fact that the controls are all on one side, right? Like, sometimes headphones, and it's not really like a big thing. It's not something that is going to make me not recommend a pair of headphones, but sometimes the controls are divided, right? You have like half the controls on the left side, and then some will be on the right side. I personally like, and the fact that I'm right-handed, I like that all the controls are just on one side. On the right-hand side, you have your multi-function button, your volume control, and this is something that also I've seen some companies are moving away from, is that they're removing the audio jack, which I don't understand why, because at the end of the day, Bluetooth headphones, they run out of battery at some point, right? Like, you can still charge them, which is perfectly fine, but at some point they run out of battery, and you would honestly like to be able to use the aux if it gets to that point. You don't want to be always using Bluetooth. That now, that's dependent on everybody, right? Like, these headphones last for 60 hours with ANC off, and they last about 35 hours if you turn the ANC on. It'll last you as long as you need to, but when it comes to actually having to use the aux, I think for me that's really important. For me, it's really important just to be able to have that option to connect to the aux cord whenever I need to. And moving on beyond that, when it comes to the audio quality, which, yeah, I know I really like the build quality and always recommend the build quality, something to look out for. But the two most important things are the build quality and the audio quality. So the audio quality of these headphones, they're really good. Now, this is subjective because some people prefer bass, some people prefer audio accuracy, some people just prefer the pitches. Now, these headphones combined with the fact that it has hybrid noise cancellation and adaptive noise cancellation, the audio quality is good. Now, it's not focused on bass that I noticed, like with playing music or playing videos. The bass is good, but it's not bass heavy. And you can go and play with that in the equalizer if you get the app for the headphones, and you can increase the bass the way you want it to. Just looking at it at a standard, it really isn't focused on bass. But for me, that didn't bother me, honestly. I think the audio was still great. The audio was very accurate, which is something that I've noticed I've grown to prefer instead of just either being focused on bass or something like that. Is for me, the audio accuracy is very important because it just makes everything sound crisp and accurate. Like listening to audio and catching things and details that you wouldn't normally be able to catch to is something that I value more than just having headphones, for example, that have loud bass. And even though it didn't advertise to have 3D spatial audio, the audio is so good that it feels that way. It feels like the audio is very immersive and it sounds very appealing to me. Like the audio sounded great. And at the end of the day, when it comes to audio quality, right, there's no way for me to put the camera and then like put the headphones on there and then you guys can test the audio quality for yourself. It's always going to be subjective, and I'm just trying to describe it as the best I can to you, and then you make your own personal informed decision from that. When it comes to the audio, I think if you're someone that prefers bass, then okay, the bass it's gonna be alright. You're gonna have to play with it in the equalizer. I prefer audio accuracy, and that's what I got from these headphones. You wouldn't even think these were budget headphones, even made by a company that isn't a big time company, a big time player in the market. Now, if you wanted to get these headphones, I definitely recommend. There isn't too much I dislike or things I can say are a negative. There's a lot of positives, and honestly, there isn't too much that you can take away from these headphones, just as they are, the comfort, the build, and a lot of things. You can even use the app as well. So if you really wanted to get these headphones, I would definitely recommend. But at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. JEDIJA, I'm out.